Hello everybody, and welcome to News and Views for April the 18th, 2024. I mentioned before that we are heading into budget season for a lot of municipalities, including the town of Neepawa. They released their financial plan this week. You can see the full financial plan elsewhere in the schedule under the town council meeting. So just a brief note that did happen. And I think one of the big takeaways from that is that this year, the tax increase, they've managed to keep it less than the rate of inflation, which I think is a sort of important thing for people to know about that. There's also lots of detail about what projects are upcoming, where monies are going. So definitely take a look at that in this week's town council meeting. Also lots of other things going on. We have 4 items on the show today. We are out at Breaker 16, just outside of town for a business after 5 with the Chamber of Commerce. Not just with Breaker 16 equipment rentals, but with several groups out there, including Settlement Services was there, Westman Communications was there, Westover Credit Union was there. So lots going on there. So we did have someone out there. We have a portion of that on the show today, and as well a longer version of that elsewhere in the schedule. We also had someone go out to Park Lake because there's been many changes. Of course, we all know we've been rebuilding after the flood. That is pretty much done now. We're just looking at the lake fill up, and they have new installations there, a new lookout tower, and other new things going in there as well. So we have a tour around the area to see what is happening. We also had someone who very fortuitously came across the controlled burn that was happening out on Highway 16 this past week, right near Riverbend Park. So we have a bit of information on that it was a controlled burn, in case anyone didn't know that. And as well, we have some footage of that happening. So you can see that on the show today. And finally, we have some clips from the Neepawa Titans Awards Banquet. As we have mentioned before, the Titans did go into the playoff. First round of the playoffs this year. So they've finished their season now. They had their awards banquet. The full thing, the full awards banquet, again, is elsewhere in our schedule. So we just have a little bit of a taste of it here for you on the show today. And on the subject of the Titans, just a quick shout out. Briley Wood, who played with the Titans last year, who's a forward on the team last year, ended up this year going on to play in the WHL with the Wenatchee Wild, and did a great showing in the postseason there, and has now been called up by the AHL, the Colorado Eagles, as they go into their postseason. And that is a farm team for the Colorado Avalanche. So congratulations to Briley Wood for all of his accomplishments. And we are excited to see where he goes next with his hockey career. So if you have anything that's going on in the community that you want us to cover, or if you have footage you would like to send to us to air on this show or elsewhere in the NACV schedule, please do get in touch with us at any time. We love hearing from you. You can reach us at 204-476-2639 or by email nactv@wcgwave.ca. Thanks and enjoy the show.
You know when you flatten it, like for a wall, so they cement on and then you
Here comes the camera.
So I know the ones that are
Your name is?
My name is Henry Reimer. I'm the owner of the company,
Which is Breaker 16.
which is Breaker 16 Equipment Rentals.
Okay. And this young lady is?
I'm Liz Reimer. I happen to be Henry's sister, and I work as business development manager here at Breaker 16 and Specialty Concrete.
Okay. When did Breaker 16 open?
In 2020, March 28th.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks after COVID started.
Okay. So that probably had some impact?
It had a lot of impact.
Yeah.
But as being a rental company, we were essential. But it still held a lot of people back from trying to come in here because of COVID. But it's been amazing, the support from the town and the surrounding area, from the people that has supported us. And it's been amazing.
You have a really massive variety of different manufacturers of drills and tools and all
Yes,
sorts
we
of...
specialize in selling for Hilti and for Milwaukee and Bissett, and try to supply customers for whatever they need. It's not like a regular store. Like if you don't need to buy it here, you can rent it. If you need a drill for a day, you can rent a drill. You don't have to buy the drill that you're not going to use for the rest of the year. So that is the different option here. You don't have to buy, you can rent it. And you can save money, because a lot of times when you buy it, it sits in a corner, you're never going to use it again.
A percentage of ladies that come in to request to rent equipment?
Not very many.
No.
However, there are women who are in construction, even right here in Neepawa, which I love to see. And but this does end up being a great place for gift shopping. So primarily the women who do come in to shop are usually shopping for their men, or they find really cute chainsaws to bring home, and also just take care of the yard. And that's the thing, very often that ends up falling into the women's role, if I may call it that. And so they too require tools and equipment that is suitable for them. So yeah, it's been interesting to learn about the different kinds of tools and how they work, and the different pieces of equipment and what it can be used for.
Hi, my name is Eduardo. I work for Westman Communications Group at the Westman Business Solutions Department. We work in many communities with new business clients, existing business clients, offering internet, phone, TV services, and different business solutions. So whenever you have a chance, please call us, contact us. We're going to be happy to help you find the best solutions for your business. Thank you.
What sort of area does Westman cover in Manitoba?
In Manitoba. So it's mostly western Manitoba.
Yeah.
So we don't cover Winnipeg or Portage, but from St. Claude, Treherne, Holland, we cover all that area, and we go up to Mafeking now. So we have new fiber lines going through Highway 83.
Yeah.
And so everybody in that area can get services with us now.
So, okay.
Hello, my name is Kathy Holmes. I'm the Assistant Branch Manager for the Ninette and Carberry region. I live in Glenborough. What we do is anything that you need for your finances. So anything from a mortgage to term deposits, or just your everyday banking.
And how long have you been involved in Westover?
I've been with Westover for 8 years.
Impressive.
Yes.
And this young lady?
Jennifer McGregor, Business Advisor for Westover Credit Union. I've been with Westover for 25 years. My role is ag commercial lending, so we offer mortgages, loans, lines of credits.
What sort of area does Westover cover in Manitoba?
Currently, we are based between everywhere from Brandon all the way to Winnipeg and to the south, with the exception of the Paw.
So, have we got a location in Neepawa area at all?
We do not have a location in Neepawa, but with every FI, most of our stuff can be done digitally, so you don't have to be in a branch to do it. We also host a virtual team that are based off our 1877 number. They are based out of Brandon, and they're willing to help you do everything from, again, term deposits all the way to lending.
My name is Ilse Pineda, spells I-L-C-E, Pineda, P-I-N-E-D-A, and I work at Neepawa Settlement Services. I am the Employment Officer, Admin Officer, EAL, I work with the EAL also registrations, and I am also a volunteer coordinator. I've been here in Neepawa for 2 years, but in Canada for 18 years, and I am so happy to be part of the welcome here at the Breaker 16.
Staff are employed at services?
We have about 12 staff, but now Don Wansley is retiring, so we're welcoming a new AD coming up soon, and also we're expanding a little bit more with new employees coming up soon, I hope, if they get granted. Yeah.
So you probably open Monday to Friday, is
Yes,
that correct?
we open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. And also, if you're a newcomer that are watching this right now, you're welcome to phone at Neepawa Settlement Services. And you can book your new intake appointment with our settlement workers. Also, we help with newcomer kids to register them to school. We have a HIPI program that is a program like a Family First program, but it's based only on immigrants. And if you need to look for a job, you can contact me. As I say, I'm the employment officer. If you would like to do some volunteering in the community, also contact me so we can help you to get involved with the community. Yeah.
Just quickly, thank you to caterers here from the Legion ladies. And of course, I want to thank the billets, the parents, the sponsors, fans, the Elephant staff, and of course our players on a great season. It was a real joy to go to the rink every day. I think that everyone worked very hard to make this year a success. And you know, as I told someone the other day, you know, get into the playoffs and get into 6 games, and you know, they're like, "Wow, sure would be nice to got that next step." And I said to them, you know, so it sure would have been nice, but for an organization that hasn't had a playoff appearance in 7 years, sometimes you got to walk before you can run. And the 25 guys here have started the walk. The 5 guys are going to move on. I've left it for the next 20 guys to make sure that they can run into the second round into the league final next year. Also like our game day workers who faithfully attend our games. You know, I know Mary Ellen calls them the day of their game to let them know what they're doing. Deborah gets and her volunteers get everything set up. We need 15 to 20 volunteers for every home game. So we're very thankful for everyone who you know, volunteers their time to make sure that there's a hockey game that goes on up at Yellowhead. You know, 28 times a season, the regular season, and you know, the 3 playoff games we have this year. I'd like to thank our billet coordinators, Tara and Tammy. I know there's more than one occasion this year where Tara was ready to kill me. Tammy, thankfully, stepped in and provided me with the safety. But the work that those two did this year with some of the players we had coming and going, and to try and make sure that we had the best team on the ice possible, just can't thank you two enough for the work that you guys did. Thank you. You know, our support staff of Susie Pinsky, who's not here, from Stonehouse Physiotherapy. Anytime the guys had an injury, you know, it was a quick text message, and she'd get them in as quickly as they could, as they could at their store, just to have the boys get some therapy and whatnot. To Dr. Mark Parrott and to Dr. Devin Fordyce here in the front for their chiropractic work on the boys. You know, a drop of a hat, they were willing to get the guys into to make sure they got the support that they needed. I'd also like to thank Tanis, my other half, for the team store and the game day coordination that she did. The post-game stuff, there was many nights where after games it was 12:30, 1 o'clock, and she's making sure she's got the deposit together and taken downtown so that Kay isn't ready to choke the both of us out the next day. So I thank you for that. And then finally, my staff, Zach Hicks, Landon Cameron, Bryson Selmy, Devin Fordyce, and Derek. Outstanding year this year, you guys. Pleasure to work with. I think we had a lot of fun, poked a lot of fun at each other. Lots of good jabs. You know, just 30 years of coaching, probably one of the closer groups of coaches that I've worked with. Did we always agree on stuff? No, but that's good. There were lots of days where I'd go home wondering what the hell those guys were thinking about, and I'm sure they went home thinking the same thing about me too. But in the end, I think that we all wanted one thing, and that was for us to have success on the ice that night, which was going to lead to success down the road. And I think as a staff, we accomplished that with this group here this year. So thank you. And just finally, you 25 young men, thank you.
Okay, before I call Jamie Denmo back up here again, I'm going to call up Cody Gwinison and some members of our leadership group. They've got a few words they want to say. So Cody and Connor, and looks like the two of you, so that works. So first off, we just want to say thank you to everyone for coming to support us tonight. We'd just like to say a few things on behalf of the players. To our parents, grandparents, we want to thank you guys for everything you do for us. It's no secret that we're a bunch of broke teenagers just living our dream playing junior hockey. And without you guys, that's not possible for us. So whether we need money for food, gas, or maybe even gambling, we know we can count on you guys to help us out. We also want to thank you guys for traveling to come watch our games, whether it's a 2-hour drive, 10-hour drive, or even a plane ride across the country. There's no better feeling than having you guys at our games cheering us on.
To the community and the fans in Neepawa, we want to extend our thank you, especially during our playoff run. You guys were amazing. Here in Neepawa, we are a community-based team. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to have the opportunities right here to celebrate our season.
To the entire coaching staff, we can't thank you guys enough for the endless hours of learning, teaching, development, and good, clean fun. You guys come to the rink every day, not for yourselves, but for the players. I say this for the 20-year-olds who are moving on to the next chapter. You guys will always be our junior coaches, the guys who yelled at us, the guys who told us the things we maybe didn't want to hear but needed to hear, and the guys who bag skated us. But more importantly, you're the coaches that we'll never forget, the guys who gave us all the opportunities to succeed in life, and the people we can always reach out to for advice or even just to talk to about anything. Thank you guys very much. We appreciate all you do.
We also want to give a special thank you to our billet coordinators, Tammy and Tara. These ladies go out of their way every day to make sure that we have a safe and happy home to live in. Not only that, but they put in a crazy amount of hours providing important information to players, billets, and parents to keep everyone on the same page. All of the posts on social media regarding ticket sales, cash lottery, and billet spotlights is done up from Tammy and Tara themselves, so thank you both. We'd also like to give a special thank you to the Titans board, everyone involved with that. You all take time out of your days every week to help support our team. Without you all, we wouldn't be able to play the game we all love.
Most importantly, we want to thank our amazing billet families. Whether it's just giving us a bed to sleep in, or helping us shower when we break our leg. There's no task too tall for our billets. Obviously, they get a little bit of money to look after us, but we know it's not about that for them. They welcome strangers into their homes with open arms, and we can't thank them enough for it. We build these special relationships that will carry on with us for the rest of our lives. So again, thank you to the parents, the community, the fans, the coaching staff, the billet coordinators, the board, and all of the billet families for an amazing 2023-2024 season.